Dr. Mindy here, and on this video, I'm going to answer the question you all have been asking me recently, which is, why am I always so tired? And a lot of you have asked, can fasting help with that? So I want to go through 4 very specific things that we see that causes a person to be tired. And specifically, it's the mitochondria that are inside the cell that make ATP to give you energy that are affected by these 4 things. So let's talk about it. The number one thing I want you to think about if you're tired, and it's the easiest one, is your blood sugar balance. So if you're eating a lot of refined carbohydrates, cakes, pastas, cookies, you're drinking a lot of soda, eating a lot of sugar, and you're eating the wrong oils, canola oil, cottonseed oil, those toxic soybean oil, what's going to happen is your body becomes insulin resistant and your blood sugar is doing this up and down all day long. People who have very consistent energy all day long, their blood sugar doesn't go up and down. Their blood sugar stays very stable. It is in those down dips that your energy crashes. So the first thing to ask yourself is, are you balancing your blood sugar? And you would know that a lot by either doing a Keto Mojo blood sugar reader or doing a CGM. I just got done with a continuous glucose monitor on the back of my arm for a month. I loved it because I could see that my blood sugar was staying very stable throughout the day, regardless of when I was fasting or what I was eating. And that was really coincided with how my energy feels, which is very consistently stable. So if you get one of those continuous glucose monitors on you, or you start monitoring your glucose and you see that there's a lot of up and down, that is where you need to start first. But this is the starting spot. Let's balance that blood sugar. Okay, second spot. This is a new one that I've been talking about in my Reset Academy. It is the new emerging concept in cellular health, and it's called the cellular danger response. And this is where our cells get so overloaded with physical, emotional, and chemical stressors that they shut down and go into a crisis mode. When that happens, the mitochondria actually makes ATP that goes out and signals to the other cells that there is a crisis. So instead of ATP being made as an energy molecule for you, it's made as a signaling molecule to tell the other cells there is a crisis. So making sure that you move out of this cellular danger response is pivotal. When this response is triggered, you're going to go into a fatigue state. So how can we build these cells up more resilient? And this is what's really interesting about the cellular danger response, is it all starts with the outside of the cell membrane. And you can nourish the outside of your cell membrane by feeding it the right fats. So remember, you need to have omega-3, 6, and 9 fats all in balance in order for nutrients to get into the cell and for toxins to get out and for this response to not be triggered. So let's go, it's a little bit similar to what the blood sugar balance idea is let's make sure you're eating the right fats. So adding in good fats. This one is more about pulling out the bad fats. This cellular danger response is about adding in the good fats. So here are the fats I love to add in. Avocado oil, avocados in general, olive oil, especially really good clean olive oil. So add in these highly cold pressed oils because you'll start nourishing that outer cell membrane. Okay, third thing. HPA axis. This is your adrenal response. This is your body's warning signal where it's always checking out to see if cortisol needs to be produced or if cortisol production can come down. So how you would know if your HPA axis is off is if you get up in the morning, you're tired, you drink coffee and you're still tired, if you crash at 3 in the afternoon, you're tired, like you just can't get your groove with your energy, usually that whole axis is off. Maybe it's time to start to work on detoxing your brain. When toxins build up in the hypothalamus and the pituitary, the P and the A part of this, when toxins start building up there, we know that whole system is going to shut down. So look at the consistency. Do you get any blurbs of energy throughout the day? If not, it's time to repair this axis. The fourth one that we can look at is called your immune stress. Are there viruses in your body that are draining your mitochondria and draining your energy in general? So when a virus comes inside the cell, remember, if you can think about the inside of your cell as like this microcosm where it's always assessing like the nutrients, the toxins, the pathogens, it's inside that cell. It's almost like a rainforest where it's just like there's all these different species in there, different trees, different particles that all make up this rainforest inside this cell. And it's always having to adapt to different things that come into the cell, different nutrients that are missing in the cell, different toxins that can't get out of the cell. There's a lot going on in the cell. So we know that if there's a virus in there, when those viruses come in, they can change the immune response and the priorities of the cell, which will tank your energy.
Okay, have you been watching my videos and you're like, I don't know how to put this stuff all together? You might need my fasting lifestyle free course. I'll teach you exactly how to do it. Just click on the link below. It'll take it to you and it's absolutely free. My gift to you.
You have to look at the checklist and ask yourself, do you have highs and lows in your energy? If you do, you probably have a blood sugar imbalance. Do you find that when you have a stressor come in your life and it triggers you and you shuts down energy, you probably have to deal with the cell danger response. So let's add in those good fats. Do you find you just don't get any energy? You're just done with your tank, your energy's tanked all day long. Okay, now we got to go in and repair the HPA axis. And did your energy come out of the blue? All of a sudden you were good and then all of a sudden you're not? That could be more of an immune response. So that's how we can use these four things to navigate where you're at. When these cells become dysfunctional, what fasting does is it gets rid of those cells. It's called exiting out the senescent cells. These senescent cells are no longer working for you. The more we fast, the more we take these dysfunctional senescent cells and we get them out of your body. And then you can just grow yourself some good cells, some new cells, and those new cells will have a lot more energy. So I know it's a little more complicated. Let me know if that was helpful. If you have any questions on anything I said, please put it in the comments. Okay, if you loved this video, you're gonna wanna check out the next video of my food series. On this video, want to talk about the healthy foods that you might be eating that will stop you from a long and healthy life.